Hi Vinyl Community, it's Mike here, and today's video is a contest entry. It's for LLoyd Boon down in Australia, and he's celebrating 1 year back in the VC. It's back in the VC because he had a channel before and unfortunately it got hacked and he lost absolutely everything. So what he wants to do is to get people to like his videos, to subscribe to his channel, so he can get somewhere up to the number of subscribers that he had before he was hacked. I noticed he's only on 200 and odd subs at the moment, which is nowhere near enough. I mean, he's a great guy. And the contest is very, very simple to do. I mean, the first thing you have to do is sub to his channel. And there's just sort of 4 or 5 questions, and some of them are quite interesting. You know, it's not about music, it's more about yourself. So I'll get going now. I'll put my hat on because Lloyd always wears a lovely hat of some description, so I thought I'd join him for this one. Anyway, the first question is to show 2 albums, and that's 2 albums from artists that you don't think get enough showing on the VC. And I've chosen these. I mean, the first band, Black Uhuru, and this is their album Red from 1981, and it's a reggae album, and I don't think reggae gets nearly the enough attention in general that it should do on the VC. There's some absolutely brilliant reggae albums out there, and this one is a particular favourite of mine. So Black Uhuru were Michael Rose, Puma Jones and Ducky Simpson. There they are on the front, and the rhythm section on this album and on their other albums is provided by the greatest drummer and bassist in the reggae world, and that's Sly Dunbar on the drums and Robbie Shakespeare on the bass. And this is an absolutely lovely album. You know, that on that there's all the details, and it's on Island Records, but it's not the usual Island label. It's a sort of plain sort of black one. So tracks on here, Utterance is a really, really good track on this. Spongy Reggae, that's another one. And then the start of side 1 here, you've got Youth of Eglinton. Really, really sort of fantastic sort of reggae tune. So that's the first band, Black Uhuru, who I don't think get enough recognition on the VC, along with most other reggae artists, I think. Second up, sort of somebody from New Zealand, and this is this lady, Aldous Harding. I love singer-songwriters, female singer-songwriters. I've got absolutely loads of stuff by various singer-songwriters, and Aldous Harding is one of my absolute favourites. This is an album from a couple of years ago called Designer, and it's just an absolutely lovely album. Tracks on here include Fixture Picture, Zoo Eyes, and a track that was a single called The Barrel. And she's quite an eccentric person as well. So if you don't know her, go on YouTube and have a look at some of her music videos, because they're always quite weird and wonderful. But her singing voice is absolutely brilliant. So those are my 2 albums, 2 artists. So it's Black Uhuru and Aldous Harding. Right. So the next question, Lloyd wants to know a bit about us, and one of the things he wants to know is what sort of food do we like? Well, I'm a curry fan, always have been, and I think my tastes have changed over the years with curries. I think I've become a little bit more refined. You know, in my younger days, it was the hotter the better. You know, it was that kind of macho restaurant thing. You know, if you can't get through your vindaloo, then all your mates will laugh at you. But you know, over the years, I've really come to appreciate, you know, that it's not all about the heat; it's about the flavour, about the spiciness. And I love a lamb pasanda, chicken dansak, which is quite a mild dish, really. And I love samosas; absolutely adore them. whenever I go to a restaurant, I always have to have samosas as a starter. So that's what I like food, but I also like Italian food as well. And you can probably tell by my waistline that I like food in general at that time. But there you go. So the next question is, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm retired now, and before I retired, I worked for the government, and I think it's enough said. I was a government employee for just about all of my working life. I worked in a hardware shop for sort of quite a few years, probably 2 or 3 years. Then I went off to university, and then I, got this job with the civil service in the UK. And I retired a few years ago now. And I must say that I was really looking forward to retiring. Not having to get up every morning, not having to spend your day doing things that you really don't want to do. But I found retirement wasn't quite as easy as I thought it might be. And it's a loss of everyday contact with people. You become quite isolated if you let that happen. And I must say that starting my own YouTube channel and getting involved in the VC was one of the best things that I could possibly have done. And I've met some wonderful people. I mean, some of them I've met in person. Not just online. And you guys out there, you know who you are. And it's been really great for me. I mean, it's been really great for my mental health in general. I think really that just being part of what is a great community. I think it's a real sort of tonic for me. So I was really pleased, to do the thing, take the plunge, get into sort of making YouTube videos, and finding that people are absolutely lovely. So that's that. And then there's a final question, and it's this: it's do you play a musical instrument? Well, shall we find out? Here we go. Here's my musical instrument. Right, I think the answer to that, Lloyd, is no, I don't. And if you're wondering what this is, it's from Nepal, and it's called a sarangi. And a few years ago, my son was on business in Kathmandu, and he brought this home for me. And it hangs on the wall rather than being played. I wouldn't like to know sort of like how you really do play it. Maybe I should find out, but it has this sort of bow with it. And yeah, but I would have loved to have really sort of been able to play a musical instrument, and maybe I should take it up and get a guitar or something and learn how to play. But unfortunately, no, I'm not a very sort of musical person. Love listening to it, love going to gigs, but no, I'm not musical at all, I'm afraid, Lloyd. So anyway, that's it. Those are the questions. So all you have to do is go over to Lloyd's channel. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. That's one of the stipulations for the contest, and then post on his original video that you've made your contest entry, and that's it. So as I say, go over and have a look, and he's a great guy. And anyway, I'll see you next time. So bye bye.